regardless. We're going into our game for now, though. We can talk about this forever and ever. Let's head over to Miramar. Let's head over to Pansy and D-Man once again.
Yes, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 42, the ultimate answer to the universe, life, and everything. Here we go. Miramar underway, straight across. LL Zahar, up to El Pozo, pretty decent for every team, apart from, say, M19, who want to go south.
Yeah, where is M? I can't remember where M19 drop when it goes this north. Terrible.
I think they're just going to grab vehicles and go Valdemar.
Did they not go Alcantara? Weren't they one of the teams who play on the very far west? I'm not sure. Again, forgive me.
Navi will go La Cabrera for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Navi go up, that's fine.
Winstrike Pozo, FaZe would be Nova, Montenuevo.
I think they're Alcantara, I think. I vaguely recall them being very much like dedicated on that like really far western road. I think they've called off FaZe a couple of times doing that sort of thing. I think it's going to be somewhat of the same thing again. It is.
CrowCrowd.
Yeah, CrowCrowd.
Okay, I mean, Los Leones was a long, long way away, so you're going to expect them to change it up, and they certainly have. I'm just wondering, there's not a lot on
Very much down there.
There's not a lot down there.
I mean, they've got the entirety of the south.
I mean, they're just going to grab a vehicle.
Yeah,
they're not going to go Los Leones, right? They're going to go, maybe even go Valdemar now. Well, not now, maybe.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. Northern Circle, though.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Unity, by the way, we didn't even notice them. We didn't notice them adjusting as well. They've gone further north. That's actually bumping into TSM territory almost. Because look at Hacienda. There's no one there in Hacienda. They've completely ignored Hacienda now and spread out more because they're so used to Unity sort of being in and around their area. And now with them up on the northern side, they're loving it because they are pretty much central point. There's CrowCrowd off down south. Looks like they are going to go Valdemar. Set's just going to float down there.
I don't know why Na'Vi their circle position is really good. They've already won a game. Don't give them a second. Jeez.
Yeah, and they got the main hillside as well because they're La Cabrera. They just need to edge south down. Yeah,
they're so damn safe, and they're not. They don't center up, so they'll be able to control the outskirts. They'll be able to keep in mind anyone who tries to rotate in. This scares me. If they keep 4 alive by late game, I'm saying it's another one for them just because it's Na'Vi. Beyond that, though, hello Twitch chat. They won't say hello. I like to pay them attention every now and then. You gotta give
give them a little attention.
Yeah, it's like when royalty
Question
rolls
is,
through town.
did anyone in Twitch chat get my quote at the start of the game?
Which one? Did I get it?
42. The answer, the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Did any of you get that? Just lie to me and say yes.
If so, what's it from? Everyone's googling it now.
Yeah, you give them too much of a chance.
Yeah.
So they're saying they got it. They might be lying.
They might be lying.
Yeah. Actually, no, you've been told. Yes, D-Man, everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that. And
I would
Orange,
say actually most people have no clue.
Speaking of no clue.
Oh, now it's got a bit busy.
What the hell? How is he alive? How's he done this?
Oh no, NIP.
God.
I mean, NIP start San Martin. They are in a prime spot and they've just lost 2 because Orange just sat there going, all right, that's 1 pulling up. That's 2. Anyone else?
Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough. Someone said 42, your age.
Actually, we'll be in August, so I'm not going to complain.
You're funny, chat. You're funny.
Yeah.
1 out of like a few thousand of you. Quite funny. I'll give you it. NIP, though, not laughing. Not happy with how that just happened. And I guess, in a way, there's no real excuse for that. That's just quite bad,
But
really,
I mean,
isn't it?
it's just simply a case of being caught out. Is TSM going to get caught out by the same thing?
Well, because I guess this
TSM
is something
are going
new,
straight
right?
into Dash Dish.
Unity don't normally play this area, so maybe this is a bit of a surprise for them. Maybe this is
Orange might get another one in.
Yeah, Orange really could.
No, he's dipped down too much.
Okay.
Oh, has he?
Oh,
has he?
He's just
Back
spun the
tire's
fire
gone. Oh no, Gustav and Orange. Yeah, he's just going to blow that car to pieces. Not with the Mini 14 though.
No, this is bad news.
Trying to get the flank on him.
And this is what I like this because it shows that if you make a small adjustment, these teams are so in their own ways. They're so set in this. Oh, Michael's just come in. That's an aggressive Uber driver.
Body block.
That's when they're texting you before they've even turned up. Like, I'm outside. No, you're not. I can see you on the map. Stop lying to me. They're gonna go.
The tire's gone.
They're gonna make it away. I think they're okay. They can at least.
Ooh,
This
that's
is horrible.
a back tire. Yeah, that's.
They should be safe though. They should be safe enough. I mean, this is far from ideal, but they're safe enough.
That is a central compound, actually.
Yeah.
That is about as central as you get, so they get away with it. TSM obviously still have 2 more members coming by. Reciprocity losing 1. What is going on this game? 5 minutes in, we've already got 3 players dead and nearly lost a 4th there.
Yeah, it's actually kind of ridiculous. I don't know what's going to happen. Right, the Knights are going to go central. They like to go to the foot of that cliff side of things.
This is ballsy. Team Liquid coming onto the edge of San Martin, NIP's drop zone in 5 minutes 30.
Did they see NIP getting knocked?
Yeah, they 100%. I've spoken to so many players that say yes. In the first sort of 5 minutes, you will see the kill feed. After that, it sort of gets a bit jumbled.
Yeah, early kills, I guess you can really piece together some information. So it might have spurred them on towards this, but I mean, this is going to be really, really packed around the north of San Martin. There's so many teams here quite early as well.
I wonder how deep FaZe are thinking of going here. I can see them pulling up. Winstrike obviously coming out of Pozo ahead of them on the hill line. And FaZe are going to be well aware that somewhere up there is going to be Winstrike. So they're just scouting. Yeah, you can see Fuzz and Uber just having a good look around, seeing exactly where Winstrike are pulled in. M19. That's risky, going straight across Crater. That's a very open field.
Look, he doesn't feel well.
Look, should we get him checked? Anyone can we get a nurse in the arena?
Be nice. Be nice. You can't make jokes at 45. You're going to be, you know, having some problems. We have to keep a little nurse off on the side for you. Little caretaker comes in.
Defibrillator on the side. He's going, he's drooping. He's back.
And DA. New way in for them as well. They switched things up out in Tierra Bronca, so they'll be working their way through. And I wonder if we're going to see all those late game centralizations from them, because they're not afraid to do it. They'll kind of play, not necessarily edge, but you know, they'll work their way in quite methodically, and then they'll just send it at some point. When they feel like there's a centralized compound, they will happily crash for it.
No, good D-Mesh. Fancying the Groza, after all. What's this that he ditched? I can't tell. Is it Scar? 14, where's he going? I want to get on this crate. Oh, I love it.
He's just practicing for that new mantling movement that's
coming
out.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I think that's gonna very definitely add an edge in the urban fights. But that's of course going on the test server. If you're unaware, check out Erangel 2.0. It's coming soon. It's on the test realms right now, but in the game ourselves, we obviously don't have that. We are playing on the original version, and we're on Miramar as well, so there's a small difference.
Couple of issues.
Couple of issues.
Yeah. Speaking of issues, this circle. I do want to look at that map eventually. Once we get a second, because look how certain these teams are that there is not going to be a hard shift that's going to put a lot of them out of place. Now you can say it's hedging bets, which it is, but. Oh wait, Team Liquid are really trying to close in towards TSM. I don't know if they've scouted this properly or if they've maybe had a misread on that too, because they're right next to Gustav. Gem Team might be scouting here, but this is very dangerous. Every single team is basically banking on it.
No shots went his way, so he might drive in there, you know.
Maybe. So yeah, basically every team, vast majority of teams between San Martin and I guess the Northern Road, everyone's within that. You've got a couple of teams still coming in from the outskirts, but there's no one south, there's no one power grid, there's no one. This is very much banking on this area, and that's a big boy shot from Senya.
Well, I mean, he's completely on his own on this little ridge line. The rest of his team were to the north of him. He just steps up and pops a double shot in the head of Dasdish. Down you go, son. And he sees Tizerin coming to try and get the revive. Tizerin, you got to keep down there, son.
What's he got on this SKS? It looks too good. It looks like... how's
Navi moving it. Look at this. Here comes the other three boys.
Look at them. Oh, Navi. They're just the beasts from the east. Look at this. One knock and they just pile in. Tizerin's like, no, I don't want any of that. I'm off. I'm out. I'll catch you guys later. I don't want it. I don't know if he's even going to get away with this. He should if he gets over this ridge line. I think he should be safe.
Yeah.
Dips down a little bit. He can get back to blast on. But Navi are terrifying.
And that's all while the circle shifted, so that compound certainly working out for them. They're going to get Dasdish down. G2 looking golden at the moment around that water treatment. Good spread of it. It is a fairly northeast yoink. As you mentioned, a lot of teams had centered up. Now, what do FaZe do? Do FaZe try and go straight in, or do they think, okay, let's take a big wide swing on this one? Team Liquid
going is the
straight
TSM
on TSM.
Compound. Yeah, I think this was scouted slightly earlier, but this is a really risky run because Unity have vision, and there's still TSM here, so I don't know if it was a miss-scout or they're willing to take the fight. We'll find out. Jeems right on the door here. Rory turns around 4 times up close and personal. This ain't no Rainbow Six Siege. Rory gonna have to switch over to that nade, try and keep him at bay, buy some time, because it's only him and Wookie here.
Certainly a siege of one variety, at least, as they try and push in. Didn't really manage to work with that spray down. It's kind of give a lot of their positions away. So Team Liquid just sort of figuring out, okay, we got one over here and one over here. Don't know where the other members are. They're probably thinking it's a straight 2-2, which it is.
Oh my God, Wookie. This could be nice for Wookie.
He's already tossed the nade out. They know exactly where he is.
No, they don't. Ibby has no idea where he is. Look at that. He just came around completely unaware, goes down, loses his life. Wookie's in such a dirty little spot. You just don't expect someone to be sat out there. So that's worked well for him. I don't know if he can convert off the back of it, because look at these nades instantly piling in. Wookie's going to have to move the hell out of there.
Oh, and there we go. Santi catches him out there. Two 6-foot-plus players going at it there. Yeah, that surprised me because Ibby almost drove straight next to him. So clearly just didn't give his position away. That's going to bounce out, forces Rory into the smoke. He's in trouble here. Is he going to get any support from Gustav and Michael? They're taking just the long-range shot, so he's been kind of abandoned here in this 2-2.
He's going to hear all these steps. The smoke's still up, though. Obviously, it's thicker for them on their screen. 23 HP. He can't get away. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Gem-T pushes in, avenging fallen teammates here. And Liquid have the compound. 3 alive, sure, but they've got a nice little loot boost and a nice little place to kind of rest their hat for a second or two, because a lot of this fight is going to be Winstrike, Unity, the Knights. It's kicking off in the west.
So Reals took the vehicle down, but Winstrike took the player down. Nuki's in trouble. He's going to get finished off. Senua and Aduzi trying to finish this one away. Who will get it? It's going to be Navi. Will confirm it. The Knights not able to take the shots down. So, where has everybody ended up? Let's just take a little picture, because there was quite some mad dashing going on. DA went actually to the eastern side of water treatment. Here you can see Reciprocity got ENCE in their compound sort of nearby. Shiv's just going to think back away from this one and join the rest of his team out in the hay bales there. Not going to work out. FaZe going North San Martin sort of thing, creeping on the back of NIP.
The Northeast is completely open as well. DA were probably the last team in. Exactly. I'm surprised that no one kind of went for that. I feel like there's enough room that people are happy for now, but that could become a bit of a fallback plan for some of these teams. DA are still operating very highly. That's Chris called out on the hillside just north of, I think that's water treatment. It's just north of, and I don't think Chris has any support there. I doubt there could be smokes thrown up too quickly. Very isolated for him, but it is Chris. He's done for. Yeah, he was just on the north side of it.
Long ranger. Long ranger on James there. Gets him down, trying to go for that Car 98 peak. Working out against him. So, Circle shifted northeast last time. It centers up this time. So that compound fight has paid dividends. Vitality also sitting pretty in the ridgeline. We've seen it finish where Team Liquid. That may be why they push for that, because we have seen the circle finish pretty much around that ridgeline a number of times, and that may be what they're thinking.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably a very good idea. Let's look at FaZe as well. ENCE are going right towards DA, but they're going past Vitality, so it's not going to be an easy situation. Middle of the field, and shots like this coming out makes it even trickier. Squeaky still alive, but barely. Might be able to get into this compound. Well scouted, I can imagine, for them. So Mikash, yeah, they're all there. They've all made it in. They need to be careful to not be overextending by windows or get spotted out or catch a nade or two. There are a couple of shots coming in between Vitality and DA. This is actually quite deadly. That nade is not bad. It just bounces off on the steps, I'm pretty sure. As Team Liquid are finding Winstrike, they've been caught off here.
Tixu, yeah, he actually pulled up on Unity, and then Team Liquid are just taking the long-range shots on them. So kind of third party coming in. Unity got their defensive shield up from Team Liquid. Jorski taken pretty low, so they're all hitting the dirt at the moment. So Winstrike down to 2. They actually have... Where is Drayden going? Drayden's just... Okay, so they've just gone across to one of the road compounds. That's very much on the edge, and the rest of the Knights are going to join him, so he's had to pre-scout that one. It's not pretty. Navi very much got them in the angle, so if they go there, the rest of the Knights are going to try and join them. It's way on the... You can see on the minimap where he is. Way outside. Scoom's just pulled up. A FaZe got an angle on him. Mexi will take Scoom down.
Let's have a little look how this kind of unravels.
See, this is what I expected. CrowCrowd have finally made this big wide northern thing. We're talking about
hold on. The Knights, they were just in line of sight here, but Drayden, what a saving move from him. Keeps Senua humble. They can't just peek that ridgeline anymore. Drayden being able to do that at least keeps it in the back of their mind, so they can't just freely peek these ridges on these guys. And this is a big move coming in from FaZe and Reciprocity. It looks like they're going for something similar. Maybe not the exact same compound. Scroom got picked up for his. I think FaZe are just the one slightly further south. Yeah, they just made it in there, so they've kind of combined everything they have. It looks like most teams have a compound. The Knights are a little bit out on the edge, and same with Winstrike, but everyone else has a little bit of a stake in this.
Yeah, so the Knights, they saw Winstrike go to the hill. They saw them get killed by Unity. Winstrike actually trying to go back.
I think they're looking for anything.
They're trying to find any location because where they were is not safe. Yeah, look at Snark. Snark's making a move. I can see on the minimap pushing up towards him. We see FaZe. They got obviously the Overwatch position on Reciprocity, Vitality in the compound just out the side as well. The ridgeline ahead of Reciprocity is no man's land because they're just going to be exposed to everywhere. So they can't take peeks on any position at the moment. DA starting to spread a little wide. Is Timmy trying to make a southern move around the edges of San Martin and find something somehow for Winstrike to just get themselves higher in that points position. The Knights have decided, yeah, this is not working out. Na'Vi are taking shots on them down low. Looks like it's going to be Drayden's vehicle gone out. The circle does go as expected towards that ridgeline and the road where Jazza is. And this is a circle we've seen a number of times. Vitality read it well. Team Liquid read it well. We'll see whether it shifts next time.
Yeah, this is one that is quite commonplace. I was going to say pretty much anyone on that road is actually in a decent enough spot. I feel as though Razor Edge can combine, but with so many teams doing this, it gets a bit scary. Now, NIP all in one car, I'm pretty sure. Orange going to have to be put back down. He can't peek the same way he was before. NIP banking on landing that. Whoever's the driver, they put a lot of faith in. They're just trying to get towards safety. They're trying to get into that circle, which they've managed to do. They have some sort of cover. It ain't much. My word, these shots are hitting so well. Team Liquid pushing out the compound just for this sort of play.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, that's cruelty.
He's like, I got in there. I'll get the rest. Safe rest, safe rest. Oh, bugger.
They're all going for it as well. Yeah, Minox is joining, and they're all coming for this one. And I think last round, FaZe Clan were playing that sort of position. This is when Razor Edge did really well.
And now Na'Vi were on the ridge line, and Razor Edge were water treatment.
Look at water treatment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams all vying for this.
So M19, G2 were obviously in there before. Na'Vi coming up, and CrowCrowd taking shots as well. That nade could be huge from Kane. That's going to go straight down towards them. Switches over to the gun, but it's not quite enough. Senpai gets them in the back, and M19 are getting massacred from multiple angles. Now Na'Vi arrive. They get M19. They collect the kills.
Yeah, Na'Vi turning up at a really good time, but there's vision aplenty. CrowCrowd playing in the northeast, quite far off on that hillside, have been able to provide fire down. That's called Senya, and now Unity are looking their way. This is not all clean. This is not all easy for Na'Vi. Their timing was good, but they did not expect CrowCrowd, maybe unable to scout that far into this. The Wanderer does stay alive, going to get himself into a compound, but the Knights are making the gauntlet run.
I think he hit the post a moment ago. Yeah,
no, they're dead in the water.
That's done, yeah. So who's going to collect the kills? Unity will get one. Razor Edge collects another. And I think if they're... that nade came straight back at him. Snark should go down with his nade. That's gone way wide, though. See if he can back away from this one. I'll tell you what, that's all of Razor Edge in that one shack. If he landed a good nade there, that could be devastating. But it's Samty in the end from the ridgeline that will take the Knights down. 15th place, back to the water treatment. It is very messy. You can see CrowCrowd, good spread on the hillside, and Na'Vi realizing the danger of the position.
Unity's on the way. Unity's about to join towards Na'Vi. There's a ridgeline behind them. There's still that rolling hill that Na'Vi have kind of pushed over right now. This is the other side, so Unity can crest this, but they can't stay in this position. It's still very open towards Liquid.
Yeah.
Exactly. Senpai finding Pokemon, although it means there's still this fight, this scuffle going on. This is good information for Unity. If they decide to push this, they'll have that ridgeline to play with because they have to commit over the top.
Bestlosh will get himself the revive off FaZe and Reciprocity, continuing to trade blows. TSM having a little peek towards that as well. And so Na'Vi push in. G2 pulled away from this. I think they might have forgot about the Wanderer, who's actually right next to G2. But you can see on the minimap just how crowded that was there. TSM are going for this,
They're on top of FaZe. I'm pretty sure there was a knock that came out from Reciprocity.
Yeah.
So it might have spurred on the move, and Gustav's delivered towards Uber. So that's a pretty nice pickup. TSM, considering I think they're down to do 2, this is actually pretty good work.
Yeah, that's Uber gone. Mexi will get back on his feet, but they've already lost him. Gustav doing the damage. Coming around the side. FaZe will not be very happy about this. They're going to get Gustav down. That's traded with a nade. Meanwhile, you see Bestlosh losing his teammates here. Doozy
he just looked
down
angry
as well. Bestlosh trying to find the Unity up on the hillside. God, he's so accurate, but they too will finally take him down. Meanwhile, we see TSM in trouble as well.
Yeah, especially with that aim punch. Like, that sort of mechanic brilliance. If you play this game, you'll know how hard it is to hit a headshot on that bridge line when you've already got aim punch coming your way. Anyway, Michael's still trying to do damage towards FaZe. I think he's the last standing man for TSM now, so that's pretty rough for him. He's trying to just keep himself in the game until late. Maybe hope some of these teams in water treatment do get more pressure. CrowCrowd actually have dominated from this one, and Tab going to live up to that reputation, catching the push out from Brexco. Not much to be done for him there. He just was unaware. So G2 put on notice now. They know that people are closer by. DA still out in the northeast. ENCE were looking like they wanted to push that ridgeline, and they might have to soon enough.
Yeah, realizing it's getting, everybody wants to get involved in this fight that's going on here. Water treatment centering up at the moment. The ridgeline where Raise Your Edge, that's worked out well. While we were looking away, Raise Your Edge have made a big play and gone for that compound down the road, which is central point right now.
I think Jazza was in there before. I think that's where he was, and he came over to his team. So they might have spotted that, they may not have. I'm not sure, but I like this split from Raise Your Edge. They're being greedy, though.
FaZe are going, you can see them on the south side of the minimap. They're going straight into Team Liquid. Reciprocity all have their eyes on them. Team Liquid getting maneuverable, trying to come straight across. The nades instantly coming out. Reciprocity catching a couple of shots onto FaZe as they make the move. That's a smoke he just threw out. Don't think he meant to throw that one, Jeeps.
He's just loving everything.
That's a flashbang. He's got the kitchen sink next. He's about to toss it out. Jempty, though, has the angle. Mexi goes down. Now he's going to switch across and try and push onto First Phase. Sees him down low. Can't get the spray to connect. Second time works out a charm. Catches the headshot and backs away from it. Meanwhile, in the picture-in-picture, Wanderer being pressured by CrowCrowd as he tries to push in. FaZe Clan will go down.
Yeah, Samty's angle, he went deeper. He went right down towards the southwest side. Got that deeper angle on FaZe Clan, and it was just done for. As soon as you saw that on the map, you knew it'd be him. Wanderer does not have much ground to work with, though. He's been a pain, he's been a nuisance, but I don't think he's got enough angles to try and be, I guess, a detriment to 4 players, especially with DA just to your top right. Look at just near the kill feed. They're not far away from getting into this. Now, Tem has been found, so Liquid are safe in that southwest side.
Yeah, when did DA get involved in this? They're all just watching this play out down low. I think they're kind of pinned at the moment. Vitality maybe have an angle on them that they can't go over the ridge line. Wanderer's just going to actually live up to his name, get away from there. No vest at all anymore, just a level 1 helmet. He's not good at the moment, but he's still got himself his 2 first aids. Doing what he can. He's going to let G2 and CrowCrowd fight it out between them. We've seen Wanderer do this quite a few times for M19, by the way. Just getting those final little points out. Now, where does this circle go? Does it force Team Liquid off the ridgeline? Does it force everyone from water treatment away? That's going to be a big play. ENCE are right on this edge of the circle, so Vitality. Somebody's going to have to move, and it's going to hurt.
Yeah, it is. This is the scary one, isn't it? Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
And it's basically all the teams on the extremities, excluding maybe G2, CrowCrowd, and Wanderer. They're just on the very edge of it. If you want to look long-term, it's still not an ideal position. Very hard to transition out of. It's very, very tricky without being completely open towards Raise Your Edge or potentially Liquid on that ridgeline. But Liquid will have to clear past Reciprocity. They know that. Vitality probably going to have to do the same because they cannot take roadside. I don't know what the issue, what the plans are now for the teams in the south. Only 1, maybe 2 teams max can control that area.
Yeah, TL would have been trading shots with Reciprocity. I don't fancy Reciprocity, actually, because they're going to get kind of squashed, I feel. ENCE also may well make this big mad dash into the back of Raise Your Edge. Raise Your Edge, at the moment, while it's great that they have central point, they're in a 2-2, which is almost certainly going to get overwhelmed by one of these points.
I like what it does. It basically keeps safe all of the potential downfalls of that compound where Menox and Sigsy are. But it's not controllable long-term where Chris and Fastrail are. DA sending it. We know they like to do this,
going as well.
But let's see where they're going to go. It looks like this is going to be a fight on 2 fronts.
Raise Your Edge, both compounds. So Jempty piling in onto Raise Your Edge's compound. He gets around the side there. Samty will get Chris down, but that's going to be Jempty finished off. DA and ENCE actually conflicted with each other. They were both going for the same compound and decided to fight each other, and that buys Raise Your Edge a little bit of time. Fastrail in the compound on the below, you can see. Also G2 getting pressured around by CrowCrowd.
Yeah, this is still good for Raise Your Edge. They're still holding on here. It is incredibly taxing, incredibly tricky, but so is that control on the AK. And here comes the push. Kane gets overwhelmed. He can't deal with it. The southern side is going to kick off, but right now it's DA beating out ENCE. Striffly goes down. Mikas goes down. G2 holding well here, but they're losing out on numbers as they just lost out on Kane. I think they might be done for.
Chris back on his feet. James has got too close, though. They've got to deal with the pressure early on. Samty's been landing these shots. That is a great nade. That's going to cack him down, and that's going to be James done and dusted. Leaves Samty alone. That was disjointed. Vitality got Reciprocity now surrounded, while DA continue to cause problems to ENCE.
Yeah, it looks like Vitality might win out in this fight if they get past Reciprocity, because Liquid are no longer relevant to that southern side.
Oh,
but Shiv's angle is very good. He does get turned on. That's Jazza there. Sigsy finds Squeaky. That's ENCE now eliminated. Reciprocity are down to Scoom. Nice position, but only one of you can't trade back in.
Samty's legging it this way. He's like, I want some more points. Let's get some third party. Don't fancy pushing down the TL. He's got himself inside the circle. Scoom, that was a cheeky little headshot, but watch your back, son, because there is a Finn coming straight at you. He's going to have an angle in a second. Shadow is going off.
Oh,
Samty immediately finds him. He's got 5 kills and he's going for more.
He might get double digits if he wants to go big here. He's going to be a complete pain towards Vitality. They're very much on the very edge of the circle. And while this happens, look at FaZe. He's trying to move out of his compound. Do not ignore that. It's moved to the north. Raise Your Edge is still safe. CrowCrowd still have 3. Wanderer has been eliminated. Water treatment is theirs. DA hold the east, but they're broken and beaten here. If Samty had a nade, my lord, that would be very, very scary right now.
He's debating whether to go on a 4v1 or not. He's like, yeah, should I? I don't know. I don't really fancy the back rock, so I can't go down the ridge. Vitality causing problems.
Just one little nade.
Oh, it would have took the lot out. And it's not the first time we've seen Vitality go down to 1 nade either. So, lay of the land. Raise Your Edge. They've got this 2-2, and it's still golden in this circle. CrowCrowd have got the northern edge of it. DA have to make a move as well in the circle while we're watching Vitality here push on Samty. All of these are going to be outside, and they're on the far side of the blue.
Samty is just going to be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
That's what he's decided. If I can't win, no one can win. I'm going to buy all the time and give you no options when that blue comes in. He's buying time, he's peeking angles, doesn't really matter. If he gets a kill or 2, great. But now look what's left for Vitality. All attention their way, and they have to run completely in the open. Very little cover, down to maybe the pipeline that runs into water treatment, and that's not safe. CrowCrowd on the move, though. Raise Your Edge in trouble. Is DA finding CrowCrowd, which is going to help out Raise Your Edge. That takes the pressure off.
Yeah, DA been causing problems. They caused a massive problem for ENCE. 9 kills for CrowCrowd, coming out on top in that water treatment. There was about 5 or 6 teams in the grinder in there. It wasn't pretty. Jazza in the end. Blue's going to catch on his backs, and this is what we expected from Vitality. They got delayed for so long. It is, in the end, just going to be a shooting gallery, and Vitality go down in 4th place. Now, Raise Your Edge. Look at this. I like the aggression. They saw the knock onto CrowCrowd on the hillside. Chris's nade. This could be huge. Goes a little too far right, but they're going to keep on pushing fast rail around with the guns. That's a good nade. It catches Senpai, and Kemba's running.
This is a very complimentary spot as well to assist Menox and Sigsy. That's where DA will probably look to take over eventually, and then maybe bounce central. So if they can sweep this, push them into each other, hold the high ground, it's very good. Sigsy in danger, though. That's a very risky maneuver from him. Maybe trying to plan ahead here. Good work from Menox to hold the line.
He just went for the crate.
Keep the vision, and that's an Orm coming out, I think, from Sigsy. So that's a big pickup.
They went for the crate. That was a ballsy play there. But yeah, DA stealing that kill away from Raise Your Edge. They're not going to be too happy with that. They got 7 kills so far, dealt with Team Liquid, remember. But this is a really nice push.
Nice.
Chris with yet another nade. Fast Row will confirm it this time. Not going to let that one get stolen away by DA. And that's
perfect play.
Yeah, the circle moves perfectly for them. DA are on the flank.
The only thing that can go wrong for Raise Your Edge is individual mistakes. They're holding incredible position on this circle. Kemba could be maybe a nuisance more than anything to DA. It's been spotted. Menox knows the DA have pushed this. The call should be made. Sigsy has a nice off angle. Tag comes out. This should be where that Orm comes into play. Just start picking at him. Doesn't fancy it.
Yeah.
I want Chris to maybe move up a little more. I don't think he has full information on where CrowCrowd were. Maybe they're going to try and maybe play that late. I'd love Chris to move up a little bit and control that ridge line. It's dangerous, but Kemba could, again, be that threat to DA. DA want to maybe look at second, then first. Third should not be an issue. 6 Mo's aware. That's nice.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, DA have done it enough times on teams, catching him in the back. Kemba just took a face full, though.
Beautiful death spotted him there.
He's going to heal himself up, but he's going to buy the time. There you go. 6 Mo spotted out. Fast Rail lands a couple of shots. Now Kemba's going to make his move and try and push for it, but 6 Mo's down and dusted. Chris is starting to step up. 6 kills. This boy is incredible. Even when he's injured, even when he's down, he still absolutely performs.
Yeah, DA couldn't clear Kemba, so sadly all the issues combined, and now it's a bit of a shooting field. Iroh, I think that might be his best option at the moment. There goes a beautiful death, and it's 10 kills now for Raise Your Edge. This is a huge performance. This is a big step up for them, and they're in that condensed pack in the middle. This will be a huge victory with huge points, and this will mean the world to them.
Absolutely. Iroh pinned down Kemba, caught out. Blue's just going to pressure him. I think he may even just die out to the play zones. Looks like he may even try and play a play. Can he get that second place? Can he find Iroh? I don't think so. There's no nades to be had for any of these teams. As soon as the shots go off, they know exactly where they are. They hear them. Painkillers coming out for team. For CrowCrowd. Yeah, and there is a nade. Sigsy's just got a couple. He's like, I got some, boys. I got some. Still got some nades. That one may well find him though. Actually, they think he's in the. They think he's in the bin, or the dumper truck. Maybe that's the word I'm after.
Sigsy missed his nade and it worked. Now, I think Fastro was spotting this side of the hill as a potential for someone to be proned in. I don't know if they're going to go
just
through motion.
go to the center
yeah,
point,
exactly.
right?
They'll be fine in this. I don't see a world in which Iro does this, just because they have level 3 armor. They have a good idea of where he might be. Menox could go down. That's a nice pickup.
Just
Good
confirms
couple
the point.
of points.
Yeah.
There it is. Traded in, but Raise Your Edge. What a victory for those guys.
12 kills, 22 points on the board. Raise Your Edge absolutely needed that. We're talking about it. The sheer condensity of that pack to get 22 points, that is a big, big performance. And you know what? That's the second time in that circle that Raise Your Edge have been in that top 2 position. Last time they lost up to Na'Vi. If you remember, they were holding the exact same compound. And Na'Vi out the hillside, the circle went a little bit further to the left that time. They really read the situation very well. Yes, they're a northern team. Yes, they come in late,